Welcome to BritDrive. Right here we are next to the all-new Mercedes AMG GT 4-door coupe. This is the newest generation, fully electric, but it totally changed with gearbox's revs. Also, when driving slowly on the road or accelerating, you hear this brutal sound. So in today's video I will show you the full interior, the new cockpit that is really driver-oriented. And I have been told that the price will not differ that much compared to the current GT 4-door coupe, so I'm looking forward to see this on the streets, especially because of the sound it produces. So if you move closer, you have the key in your hand or in your pocket. Then the front will open. And this is interesting since we have storage space with also one engine emblem, or actually it looks like it. But these are creators, the people that participated in creating such a unique piece. 63 different developers or stakeholders. So you can also scan the barcode to see more. This is the volume capacity. It doesn't really fit one luggage bag, for example, but some handbags or backpacks. So let's close this trunk. The length of the GT Photo Coupe is 5 meters and 10 centimeters. 2 meters wide, so it is a statement on the road. You can see the beautiful curves. Especially the rear is beautiful. I will show you in a second. And there in the front a little shorter hood. In my taste it does remind me to the new C-Class, when you look at it from this corner with the shoulders on the hood. And there we have the rear. This is a game changer. It really looks like the vision that we saw earlier of the AMG GT. And now we have 3 Mercedes stars on each side. The stars are a little bit more supportive, more playful, and we have a black panel in the center, where we have the Mercedes star, AMG lettering, and the GT63 also in dark and chrome. The height is around 1 meters and 40 centimeters, pretty low to the ground given that it is a full electric. You notice that from the black part underneath, it is a design language that you also seen the full electric C-Glass. The wear is very impressive. Wide more than 2 meters. You can extract the spoiler, as well as the aerodynamic part of diffuser in the rear, also when driving around. So, let me open the trunk and I will show you the practicality as it opens. All alongside the boot, just like we know from the GT 4-door. And we have plenty of space. It is a little bit more narrow when it comes to the end part. And we have storage space underneath. Before I close the trunk, you notice this thick part. There is the button to close it. Fully electric. Cool thing really is that the rear seats, they actually have, in my opinion, more better comfort than the driver's seat, because there is a hole underneath, so you have more space for your legs. Beautiful shape with broad shoulders in the back. And just check out the design that goes all the way to the front, into the hood. I'll just swipe and the door handle folds out. There I notice frameless doors, and let's have a seat. Soft closing doors, of course, and that is amazing to see on this GT 4-door. Of course, there's also a luxury component. The previous GT also had it with the 4-door. Then we have this driver-oriented cockpit. The driving area, we have the screens tilted towards the driver. The center screen over here, and this is the smaller one, the 10.25-inch screen. But there is no need to move all the way forward. Everything is in a reach of your hands. We have the wireless charging pads over here, just like in the S-Class. Center console part with cup holders, which is of high quality. It is really different compared to other models. And we have 3 buttons that you can rotate. This all has to do with the driving. So I told you the car can change gears. It is just like a combustion vehicle. That really put a lot of software and updates. Upgraded it to become emotional. So we have the throttle response button over here that you can change. And we have traction control and the ability of taking corner control. Then there is storage space with USB-C connectivity slots, and also storage space on the side where you can put some pencils. It's not deep. There's also the screen for the passenger next to you. It is totally separated and it goes behind the main screen design, so you almost don't see it from the driver perspective. So let's start this GT Ford, where I put my foot on the brake, and let's search for the starting button. It's not here, not behind the wheel. It is actually right here on the gear changer. Amazing! Now it is started up and I will change it to Sport. This is aggressive, guys. You can hear the rumble, it is like a wild V8. It is louder than a regular V8, I have to say, and somehow you can also feel it in your seats, that it vibrates according to the idle sound. Amazing! There is also interesting Burmester surround sound speakers on the corner of the vehicle. This is a complete new design. And you do notice the GT style, that it goes in a cocoon style around the vehicle. We also had this in the E-Class. Also on the GT. To open the door you just pull this. There it opens and you notice the door. It's minimalistic in design. When it comes to the buttons, we only have the seat adjustments over there. No more memory seats or seat heating. This is now all in the display. Over here on the other side, large speakers for the Burmester. Gloss carbon fiber and beautiful stitching, so I will close the door. Soft closing doors, of course. So I do notice there is no B-pillar. So if you have the window all the way down, this just solely the door. Optionally you also have the acoustic glass package. So double glass in the front and the rear. And the rear door opens pretty wide. So you have easy entrance. Soft closing doors also in the rear. And I mentioned that there is this gap underneath the seat. So you have more space for your legs. This is really comfortable. I have to say I'm not touching the roof, not even slightly. Leg room is decent. Just you feel for your feet that you're against the front seat. So there's not that much space to go forward with your feet. Very supportive here in the rear, also with this bulge in the middle. And beautiful view of the driving area. Then we have a beautiful panoramic roof and one glass part. With the optional AMG emblems, and this center stripe in the middle. You can open the window fully, which is luxurious nowadays. And you open the door by just pulling this part. The rear door opens also a little bit upward sloping. So guys, thanks for watching. Mercedes-Benz King, I hope you liked the video with this GT 4-door coupe. And I hope to see you guys next time. Bye bye.